today we are super excited to introduce to you guys the Deity TC-1. And in this video, we're going to go over how to use the menu system, as well as how you can use it in your productions, like on your DSLRs or on your production audio recorders. So let's get started. The Deity TC-1 is a timecode generator that's completely portable and wireless when connecting to other devices. What's great about the TC-1 is the fact that it has an onboard menu. So let's go over some of those menu settings right now. If you find yourself locked out of your TC-1, triple tap that power button and you'll never have to worry about being locked out again. It should unlock everything and wake the screen back up. If you need to lock it, scroll all the way over to that icon, hit lock, and you're good to go. Next to the lock icon, you're gonna find the mode setting. This is either gonna allow you to be the master, the auto jam unit, or auto jam once and then lock. Let's talk about that. As a master unit, it can generate its own timecode signal, jam other devices, and wirelessly send out a jam signal to other devices in the Deity TC-1 lineup. As an auto jam, it is ready to receive either from an external device plugged into the unit or wirelessly from another TC-1 that's set up as a master. And as an auto jam lock once, what's going to happen is it's going to receive that signal once wirelessly, lock itself and lock itself down so you can't make any adjustments to it and possibly mess up your timecode on the rest of your set. Next is the timecode setting. These are all SMPTE timecode settings, and you can select any one that you're shooting with on your production, be it drop frame or non. Remember though, if you're an auto jam and you receive timecode from an external device, the frame rate on this menu will switch to whatever the source material is. So please be mindful of that. Next, you're going to see a setting that may confuse you at first because it doesn't say anything and really doesn't give you a whole lot of hints. It just says A through H. A through H actually represent different channels in the TC-1, as well as the whole Sidus audio ecosystem. What are these used for? Well, let's say you actually have two separate crews shooting very close to each other. One crew is on channel A, the other crew could move over to channel B through H and not get any kind of interference from channel A when they do their wireless syncing. The last thing you want to do is accidentally interrupt someone else. That's also where that auto jam and lock comes into play. Even if you're on the same channel as someone else, but you've already jammed up and locked up, you're good to go. You can't receive any signals from a competing crew in a small work environment. Next is the I/O menu. We'll have L in, which is line level timecode in. This is for jamming from an external source. L out, that's for sending timecode out of the TC-1 into another device. Or A out. This is audio out, which is a mic level signal. So it actually goes into the microphone jack of a device. It's actually going to put timecode on the left and audio from the scratch mic built in on the right, just like this DSLR and mirrorless camera setup right here. Now for that L out, that's actually what we've got going into this production sound mixer. That's the kind of stuff that they're using, as well as the C300s that we're using to shoot this with right now, going into their BNC ports. If you plan on using Sidus audio or wirelessly syncing from a master unit that you've generated timecode from all the time, L out is probably the mode you're going to stay in the most, unless you have a lot of these B unit type cameras, these mirrorless DSLRs or GoPros, then you're going to be using A out for the small bodies. Now we've arrived to the heart of it all, the TC menu. Now this is going to handle wirelessly sync, internally setting, and externally jamming. Let's start with the external jamming menu first. Whenever you input timecode into the TC-1, in this menu, you can actually see exactly what's going on internally in your box and externally what you're receiving in. This is either going to give you confirmation, knowing that what you're receiving is exactly what's actually being generated internally, or you can actually set everything up right here. The set menu is actually so that you can set this up as a master generator and actually generate any kind of timecode you may need. Some productions may want you to start at like hour 1, or you may want to do time of day, and then you'll just set it to whatever your clock is. The sync menu is just that. It's going to wirelessly sync your TC-1 with any device within 30 feet of it. And the last menu we're going to talk about is the Bluetooth menu. Either you can turn on or off the Bluetooth. Turning it off will get you a little bit of extra battery life, but you can also see something here called reset. That's going to reset your TC-1. So if you need to connect it to a brand new phone, hit reset and the new phone will be able to see everything that the TC-1's been doing. Reset does not reset the timecode on the device, just the Bluetooth module. When it comes to operating the TC-1, you should expect anywhere between 24 and 28 hours of battery life, depending on what you turn on or off. If you put the screen to sleep, if you turn off Bluetooth, expect a little bit more battery life. The TC-1 does come in two different varieties, either as a single piece kit or a 3-piece kit. All cables included with the 3-piece kit are output cables. Plus, additionally, extra cables can be purchased separately. So if you need extra cables for different kinds of devices, we've got you covered. And to get the most out of your TC-1 experience, check out our app, Citus Audio, available on the Apple App Store, the Mac App Store, and Google Play. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us about the TC-1, but if you have any more questions or you have ideas on future firmware updates that you want to see, drop them down in that comment section below. I'm Ed from DD Microphones. Thank you for watching.